Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in the little place called Belfair, Washington on the lower Hood Canal. So welcome to my channel. I'm taking off my sweater, sorry. So anyways, let's get started. I'm down to like 35% on my phone. Oh, yeah, and I'm still trying to do a video. Let's see if this works. So this is June 2025's Monday series video number 1. That means it is a sketch a card. So we are working with that. And for the June series, for my Monday and Saturday series, we're working with the Delightful Wishes and some of the Floral Delight paper, as this is my Aunt Carol's stamp set and she gave me some of her paper, and this was a gift to her from the wonderful Lori. So it was in the January to April mini catalog of 2025, and it made the annual catalog for this year. So this is what it looks like. This is what we are using. We're using some of this beautiful DSP. I'm going to set that aside, and we're using something a little different for this sketch card, but it still is a sketch. I tore this out of my catalog, my current annual catalog. So this is a scrapbooking template, everybody. These are sketches for scrapbook templates, and I just put it in one of those little sleeves, and it's in my notebook now. And we are using this template because it will work for a card. Of course, I'm going to tweak it a little bit, but I want to show you. These are ideas. Sketches are ideas for not just scrapbooking, but you can use these also for card layouts. And that's what I'm going to show you right now. And this is not going to take very long at all. So what we are using is a 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4 card base. Layer number 1 already glued down. This is some really old retired soft, the Subtle Collection Balmy Blue. I'm trying to see which way, make sure my card base is opening correctly. So layer number 1 is 4 1/4 by 5.5 DSP of the Subtles in the Balmy Blue. Layer number 2, this is the Floral Delight DSP. This is 3.5 by 4. Layer number 2 is 2 by 3, and then what happened is this is actually, all of these are cut from a second half of this, which was another 2 by 3 piece. I cut out all of the floral bits that I could. You can see this is the scrap bit. There's this little bit left that I have yet to cut out, but everything, even some of the corner and edge bits I cut, those we're going to use on this card. So you want to die cut both wishing, meaning the shadow or back and the detail part of it, and then I used the sentiment die and I stamped "You All the Best." So we're going to get that stamped first to show you how I did that in Daffodil Delight. Because wishing you all the best really can go with anything. It can be get well. So I just stamped it on a scrap piece of white cardstock. Then I took the die, laid it over it. Where did the dies go to? Oh, down here. I took the die, went like this, and die cut it out. I will die cut this out in a minute later on. I'm going to stick that in there. So that's all I did there. We'll be using that again, but in a minute. So let's get this card together and explain to you what I'm doing. So I've got these elements, right? So this is basically this center square. My next element is this element of DSP right in the center, okay? This next element is this one. It's going to be right here. All right. Just like that. So instead of having this little banner, we're using the wishing you. Now this little piece is you the best. The rest is whatever else you want to put on the card. That's how simple this is. And we took a scrapbooking template, we turned it into a card. So let's get this started. All of the rest is just the gluing down of bits and pieces. So I'm going to get layer number 1, and this line is going to help me determine where this is laying down. I wanted to try to challenge myself, and I think I've done a good job. So you guys let me know what you think of me turning the scrapbook template into a card. I'm going to scoot that up just a hair so it's a little more centered. This one, now if we look here, right now, yes, it's down further, but we're not using this layer here. We're just keeping it this centered. We are going to bring this one down off to the side like they did. We're still using that. And I'm not using any dimensionals on here. I don't think with everything that's, we might use some for those little elements, but not for this. Yes, this one goes this way. All right. So we have it off to the side and lower, just like it did. Now, this is where I get to put all these little pieces I fussy cut. I get to put them on the card. So I'm going to start arranging them to see how they look. Yes, I have already looked at this. This one is going up in this corner. These were corner bits right there. This one was a corner bit, so it's going back down in a corner. And I just fussy cut them out. This one can't really go all the way in the corner, but I like the big leaf and how big it is. It's going to be having some of that wishing on top of it. And this is in place of underneath our wishing, which is wishing is replacing our banner. All of the flowers are staying on this piece. Right, so we have all these little bits, which I think we're going to go ahead and put those up on mini dimensionals. Give me a minute. I have some card bases I pulled out. So we're going to go ahead and get these all on. This one has to go on the edge. That's an edge bit, but it's still going to go up on a dimensional. I think all of these will fit minis. Oops. My husband's pissed at the cat. The cats are hunting my little finches, and I am not a happy camper about that. So I know this one is going to go right about here. That's going to give me a starting off point. There is a really big one right here. This is going to go about right here. Then I decided the wee little one was going to go about right there. And then these two, one can go about there. We're just filling in that space really quick. I know, it surprised me too how, like, oh my gosh, I can just, like, I don't know how it came to be. It just did. So we have this. This is probably going to go on dimensionals as well. So let's just go ahead and use some of this up. Put that over there. I think two more. I'm not going to get up there and reach for more dimensionals. All right. I'm going to pull it off to the side a bit. Over to the edge, right? Let me show you what we're working with again, right? So here we go is our card sketch. Now remember, the wishing is taking place of our banner. We have this rectangle, this one, and this is our sentiment, you all the best. So the wishing is going across here. All the best is this one. We have this rectangle, the yellow, and this one here is our floral element for this here. So this one is gonna go right there. And do I want to, I might as well try to put that on dimensionals as well. I mean, it does work. I wasn't originally planning on it, but let's go ahead and get it down. And then I do have to, I think, cut some little strip of something here. That'll go in our H. And then I'm not sure about that one, so we're going to go over here and finish trimming this little piece, make it skinny mini. Put this. Let's see, let's start this way. That should do it. So take off all the backings now. And just like that, this card, guys, is basically done. And of course, I had to do the prep work. I wasn't going to sit here and die cut this and fussy cut this in front of y'all. It just is, that's unnecessary. So I do want to do my best to try to get this like right on the line. I think I need a tiny little piece of something here. That might be too big. Uh-oh. We need like that much of it. Just the tiniest bit. To catch the edge. So there you have it. Just like that. And it's done, and we're going to add some Wink of Stella to all of our little flowers. And I don't think it needs really anything more. There's so much on here. I mean, I guess we could add a little bit. I'm just going to get a pool of stuff coming out of this thing in a minute. Well, there it comes. Come on, finish coming out. There we go. Let's just pick it up. Oh, see, that's what I worry about. Now we have to really pick it up, go after everything. Now it's really sparkly. All right, we still have to stamp the inside, so give us a second. I mean, and I do, thinking fingers, I know. I got all that way. We can sit here and look at this and compare it to that for a minute while I grab a bling box. I'm trying to see. I have those little yellow ones, those. Let's see. I'm not sure. No. Those maybe. Sometimes I don't get all the way there. I don't want butterflies on there. No. No. Maybe no other box. Let's see. Okay, that is a good possibility. That is a really, really good possibility. Those are really, really blue. But if I do 1, 2, and maybe 3 up there. Okay, let's take a look-see. 1, 2. I just like the 2. I'm not going to force the 3 thing. Doesn't always work. And sometimes my cards are better when I just do 2. And let me take a look. I'm good with just the 2. Let me know. You can let me know, but I'm good with just the 2. But it definitely needed a little something there. And I like the little pop of blue. So I'm good with that. And now we're going to stamp the inside. We could do Thinking of You. We could leave it blank. It is totally, of course, up to us. I am going to stamp the little yellow. You know what? We're going to just stamp the little yellow flower from the stamp set. That's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of leave this one up in the air so I can use it for whatever I want. So we're going to stamp some little yellow flowers on this card. And I need a scrap bit to stamp off onto. That way I can save this one, but we're going to stamp. We're going to just stamp there. Stamp off. Turn it. Yes, we're going to go right up the side. And we're going to turn it this way. Stamp off. Rotate it this way. One more. And so that way, up and down, this way. Here. Oh, no, that's the same way. Oh, well. We'll just stamp this one differently. So this one is stamping here. This one is stamping this way. This one is stamping this direction. This one is this direction. And this one should have been this direction to make it work. And we're going to grab some little leaves with it. Oh, I really like them stamped off. So we have a blank card, but beautifully stamped on the inside. Let's go to our envelope. Just one. I almost stamped that. Did you see that? That came really close. It sure did. And then on the back, we're going to repeat. Yes, no, we're not going to repeat it as far as stamping it, trying to stamp it in the green. No, we're not going to try that. stamp off. There we go. So envelope is stamped. Nice finished project. Oops. I'm trying to see if I have a little something. We could stamp a little hello, not just a note. We don't want anything on the inside. I could stamp, oh, let's go ahead. Let's stamp the hello on the back of the envelope. This is from, of course, the December 2024's paper pumpkin, but any hello Simply Said has one. That just happened to be on a block nearby. So there you have it. Let's take a look at our card and our envelope, right? I'm going to walk you through what I did with this one more time. So here is the scrapbooking template from the May 2025-2026 catalog. So this was my sketch card. I took this image. The blue represents the large inner square. The wishing you is taking place of this little tag. This rectangle is the largest of the DSP in the yellow. This is the floral DSP here. This is our sentiment, you all the best. And of course, we just did the embellishments with the fussy cutting of the flowers. Same identical piece here. It was actually a piece this big, and I just fussy cut what was left over it. So I really hope you like what I did with this month's sketch card using the Delightful Wishes bundle and some of the DSP from the Floral Delight coordinating DSP. Thank you all for watching, and I'm going to go before my phone shuts off. So please come back and visit me again in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.